souls, and welcome to Sense Memories of the Starry Sky. This game comes thanks to PQube and PQube Limited, and without further delay, let's get started, shall we? Everything began from those sense memories of that day. Actually, I'm curious. Okay, darn, I was hoping it had the same button controls as some of the other games that I played lately. Oh.
約束だよ。
腹減ってんじゃないか?
Oh my. Back then.
簡単な仕事があってな。その依頼人にお前にも合わせてみたいと思って。はい、はい。で、誰なの？どんな仕事？
I was burdened with a sin. Oh my.
お前はここにいろ。
I really want to know what happened between this scene and the last one.
何言ってんの？俺も行くよ。待ってよ。
That sounds like fire.
待ってくれ、兄貴。
Wait. Wait for me. I cried for dear life, and it cleaved through the almost illusionary landscape. And it was directed at... Oh, hello there. You're not fire. You're much more pleasant than fire. What? A familiar face looked down at me. With a breath caught on my throat, I could see my foolish reflection of a pair of dignified black eyes hovering over me. I also just realized I don't have to click on the screen itself to progress the dialogue. Hooray! You won't have to see my silly little mouse cursor. What the...
なんだじゃないでしょ、純也。
Yeah, but... Those dark eyes narrowed as I gave that non-answer. Her lips curled into a smile and her hair drifted to the side with a slight tilt of her head. I couldn't help but find each and every movement striking and only pulled me further from slumber.
純也、寝ぼけてるの？私がわかる？
You're... Oh god, I nearly called her Chihuahua. That is not the character's name at all. You're Chihaya.
こんな純也、珍しいわね。
An alarm clock going off. Wasn't expecting that. It's unusual for you to act this way. Let's see, do you think it's Chihaya? It must actually no, it's probably Chihaya. Okay, there we go. Chihaya giggled, rising to her feet.
そうよ。私は北条千早。
If I just waited, it would have told us how to pronounce their name. Whoops. Oh well. Chihaya. Where are we?
ここは私たちが通う大学。
I really want her shirt. That is a cute shirt.
あなたは水本純也。私の幼馴染。
Childhood friend? I'd finally returned to the real world after being trapped in a dream. Chihaya?
そうよ。じゃあ、こちらは誰でしょう？
Chihiya mischievously spun her finger out in front of her chest and pointed toward the woman at her side. I knew who this person was as well. Hinata Issei.
正解。よかった。ちゃんと起きたみたいね。
Good, we've been in the coma for 18 years. Probably not. That's a very different story.
ここで不正解でしたら、水をかけようかと思いました。
I gave a half-hearted smile in response, but the look in her eyes behind those glasses told me it had been a joke.
そんな乱暴なことしちゃダメよ。眠り姫を起こすのには王子様のキスが一番なんだから。
What's that supposed to mean?
相談があって純也を探してたの。 そうしたら木陰で眠り姫を見つけたってわけ。
I'm clearly on path to be Sleeping Beauty. Oh, I thought that was supposed to be like a sneeze. That was a yawn. Oh, the exact polar opposite of a sneeze. My response was cut short by a yawn that I could no longer hold back. I may have been conscious, but I need a little more time to fully come to my senses.
大きなあくびね。
My bad. I was up all night working. Yeah. I can't do a yawn on command.
そうだったの？大丈夫？
She looked concerned and leaned towards me, but I gently fended her off with my hand. No matter how long we've been friends, I honestly thought it was important for a man and woman to be in such close proximity. What? Improper! Oh, he's trying to be noble and polite. I misread that word. Chihaya had always been terrible at invading my personal space. I was used to it by now, but... Oh, yeah, I got the hint. It'd be bad if people started spreading rumors about our esteemed Chihaya here. Chihaya herself, however, was acting like her usual self and remained oblivious to our concerns. Chihaya and I met a long time ago, back when we were in kindergarten. She didn't quite understand at the time that she was a high-class lady in a different social stratum. If I had learned anything from living in this area, it's that everyone knew of the distinguished reputable Hojo family of Susimura. Susimura? How did I even get that? No. I'll correct the name next time it comes up. Chihaya's father was an active local politician. Her grandfather had once been in a similar position, which made their bloodline all the more prestigious. It's safe to assume that a fine young lady like Chihaya was nothing short of perfect if she belonged to such an amazing family. She tried not to flaunt her fortunate upbringing. I'm all sorts of good at English tonight, aren't I? But it was really just something she aspired to hide, even though she actually couldn't. Even so, we were childhood friends despite not being raised in a normal household. Objectively speaking, even I thought it was weird that I could speak so openly with someone like Chihaya. Our university friends had gone so far as to grill me about our conversations, but...
本当に大丈夫？少し休んだ方がいいんじゃない？
I was simply having an ordinary chat with a friend.
千早様、甘やかしてはいけません。
ひなた。
Okay, odd little touch. The sleeves. That is actually how that kind of, like, blouse, like, fits on your arm, but, like, that's a nice artistic detail to see. Enough rambling about art, though. Chihaya seemed like she wanted to interject, but Hinata immediately turned her attention back to me and continued.
体調管理も仕事のうちでしょ、純也さん。それに、何でも屋の仕事と学業との両立が大変なのは最初から分かっていた話。それでもやると決めたんだから、やり通しなさい。
I felt like I was being lectured by a teacher or parent, but it didn't make her words any less true, and I was left with no choice but to unconditionally surrender. Oh goodness, I brought back the laugh from Katawa Shoujo. That's a better one. That's better. You're exactly right, Hinata-san.
ちゃかさないでください。
A fun trivia, I can make myself laugh at command. Wow, I don't know when I learned that talent, but like, it's a useless but entertaining one at least. Good for these scenes. Hinata looked away, seemingly bashful, but regained her composure.
それに、純也さん。徹夜と言いましたが、本当はお仕事ではないでしょ？
Impressive, Hinata. Full surrender, promptly for the second time. I held up both hands and feet and Hinata's side as if to say, grief.
バレバレです。
そうなの？
昨日は純也さんが好きな作家の小説の発売日でしたから。
Oh, I know that feeling.
あ、そっか。
Both you know me so well.
たまたま小さい頃から一緒だっただけでしょ。
そう。たまたま家族ぐるみで15年。
I really hope I'm not doing accidental like surprise faces on the tracking. I've had an issue lately where sometimes the V-Roid stuff seems to think that I'm doing a big ol' face when I'm not. I know it might look weird, but like, trust me, it's supposed to just be me being happy, and not in that sense. Chihaya looked back and forth between me and Ha somewhat happily. Just as she said. I'm really bad at pronouncing that. The three of us had been friends since childhood, but...
であれば、純也さんには北条家と付き合いのある人間として、もう少ししっかりしていただきたいものです。
This was a typical template and Otto followed when lecturing me. I need to change the topic. So you say talked at mere Suigendo? Oh no, Suigendo.
それも含めての相談。でも、多分水源堂にお願いすることになるかな。
Suigendo. I see. In that case, rather than having you repeat yourself twice, let's go talk to my brother. Crap. I was apparently still under the dream's influence. Their expressions faltered simultaneously. Never mind. I better get going. I have work after this, and I'm meeting up with Jin-san, and there was honestly no rush, but I didn't want him to see how pathetic I was. As long as it's not urgent, we can take care of this another time.
もちろん、仕事を優先してちょうだい。
お仕事ならお急ぎください。
The both? They both nodded and returned to their usual calm selves, seeming out of consideration for my feelings. Thank you, I've got to go. Although I was more grateful than I let on, I spun my heel and started to run.
Junya, お兄さんの夢を見てたのかしら。
おそらくはこの時期ですので。
もう1年になるのね。ねえ、ひなた。私、冷静を保ってたつもりなんだけど、顔に出てなかった。
心配ないでしょう。千早様には心を隠すなんて芸当できませんからね。
それ、どういう意味？
それに、顔なんて見なくても、千早様のお心は、純也さんには伝わっていますよ。
それは、どういう意味？
行きましょう。おじさまがお待ちです。
あ、ずるい！
Oh, does she miss his brother too? Since? Oh, I get it. It's a pun. Oh, you look cheerful. I met with Jin-san and we drove over to the day's work site in the Suigendo company car. Oh, it's a company. I thought it was like a person. That makes a lot more sense. Suigendo. The community-based journal store that we, the Mizumoto family, operated. Jin-san was one of our employees. Wait, why is... That was a lot of past tense. He'd been working for Suigendo as long as I could remember, but the exact number of years was lost on me. He's practically a member of the family at this point.
さて、頼むぜ、ジュン。仕事はまあ、いつものって感じだ。
Can we date him? I mean, I don't know if there actually are romance options in this story, but like, is he one? That's pretty vague, isn't it?
依頼主は材木座の有働さんな。
Simon Kuza? Oddly enough, that sounds vaguely familiar for some reason. Oh, sure, you got it. With Suigendo the Eternal Store, it was our job to pretty much do anything and everything. It was mostly physical labor, range room staples like weeding and moving assistance, to minor household repairs, to downtown crowd control. We genuinely did everything. I'm thinking maybe General Store was mistranslated. But we're rolling with it now, aren't we? We're often asked to perform a wide variety of odd, one-off jobs for local residents, but there are some exceptions with our regular customers needing the usual. Which was great and all, but I wasn't an official Suigendo employee. That's my third year of university, so my primary occupation was that of a student, though I was a member of the family. I only worked part-time.
しかし晴れてくれてよかったぜ。この仕事は雨じゃ厳しいからな。
Jinsan was right. We could work through this particular job with ease under clear skies. With Jinsan at the steering wheel, I was left to rock the car's oscillations in the passenger seat. The lack of sleep and say rocking vehicle almost made me feel like an adult-sized cradle, but I couldn't afford to doze off. You got a job to do, me?
しかし遅刻なんて純らしくないな。俺じゃあるまいし。
I really hope that it didn't look weird on the tracking. Whenever I take a sip of tea, sometimes I do worry. Jinsan glanced at me at the corner of his eye. I stayed up later than I meant to eating a book and, don't tell my old man. I'll treat you to a drink later.
買収には乗らねえぞ、純。
I made a strict stance and lasted for a second before he flashed me a wide grin.
2本だ。
See, I like him. He's nice too. Fine, fine. Despite what he said, I could picture Jinsan handing the second drink to me after work. Well, it's just the kind of person he was. He'd like to say, I can do whatever I want with what's given to me, right?
ん？なんだ？
It's nothing.
20分で着く。眠いなら寝てていいぞ。
Aww. Nah, I'll be fine. He stopped at a red light at an intersection. Jinsan flipped on his right blinker. Jinsan, that's the wrong way.
何？
Your blinker, we're not heading to the right.
ああ、海沿い通りたい気分でさ。
Oh. Jinsan. I gave him a deliberate stare, earning a resigned smile in return.
わかったよ。今日は山登りコースだ。
When the light turned green here to the car to the left, there was a long road up ahead. Sorry to be a pain.
そんなんじゃねえよ。
I'm alright now. Well, okay.
自分で言うやつは大抵大丈夫じゃないんだよ。
You know what? That's fair. Nah. After a short while, Jinsan quietly murmured to himself.
1年か。
Oh. Yeah. A year had passed since then. My older brother, Takia, had died in a traffic accident. He was 7 years older than me and everyone looked up to him. Yeah, Takia was my older brother and everyone's hero. Although he could be strict at times, he was kind, dependable, and would always lend a helping hand if someone asked for it. I'm sure it'd sound fake if I were to say he could make friends with anyone, but he was generally that sort of person. Takia was, in reality, always at the center of my interpersonal groups, whether it was among friends, locals, or otherwise. Maybe I could call him a facilitator? Takia was truly skilled at making connections with people and bringing them together. Planets congregated and revolved around the radiant sun in a smooth, miraculous fashion. That was the sort of person Takia had been. From where I stood, everyone had always looked so happy whenever they were with him. Takia never ceased to amaze me, and I was really excited to watch him when I was younger. Heroes really do exist! That's my big brother! That was the sort of impression I had of him. But I started to see things for what they really were. The differences between myself and Takia. Although we were siblings, we couldn't be more different. I didn't have his sort of personality that attracted others. I could be kind to everyone, but I didn't have the wisdom nor the strength to help those in need. Unlike him, I wasn't the sun. Nothing went smoothly with me at the center. Everyone has something they're good at. If you want to find out what it is, you need to connect with others, or be with those who become even better people when you're with them. Takia had once said that to me. It wasn't an especially difficult concept, but I couldn't be like Takia.
おい、じゃん。
Ah,
ああ、なんだ。悪かったよ。
why are you apologizing, Jin-san? Oh, sorry, microphone issue. If anything, I should apologize to him, as everything he said was the truth.
まだ1年か。
That's right. Whoop, our conversation trailed off, and we made our way up the mountain without slowing down. Sense memories. Oh, the starry sky. Is this like a chapter marker? I mean, we can't be that far into the game, right?
はい。
I'm really glad that my dog didn't hear that because she doesn't like doorbells. She really likes doorbells, but she associates them with, like, getting treats or excitement.
こんにちは。昨日お電話いただきました。水源堂です。
はいはい、今行きます。
Yo-ho! She tired down this hall with a heap of books in hand and headed upstairs. How many but dozens more trips would you make with these today?
しかしよくまあこんなに溜め込むもんだ。前に来てから半年も経ってないのに。
Yeah? You're right. Uto-san was a regular client of Suigendo's. She was a bit, quiet, but worm with a grander apartment full of books. Over the last couple of years, she would call and arrange for us to deliver the books to the Suigendo bookstore drop-off whenever she eventually ran out of space to sleep.
ま、お客様の事情に口を出すのは仕事じゃねえな。
Is that fishy?
しかしじゃん、それ多くないか？こけんなよ。
I can handle it. As I said that I went to go down the stairs ahead of Jin-san when... Oh, hello. I ran into a small girl who had just about raced down the stairs. Oof. And then we dropped the pile of books, but so I managed to get my balance.
言わんこっちゃない。半分持つよ。
Please do.
の
Oh?
すみません、考え事してて。
The girl I bumped into bowed her head apologetically. She was shorter than the Sora, possibly a high schooler. No, what? It's my fault. I guess I should ask, but you didn't hurt yourself, right?
いえ、大丈夫。
Oh? The girl looked at me with her mouth slightly ajar. Kind of an unusual reaction. Let's get a sip of tea. Is there something off about me? I'm going to take that as a yes. The girl's shoulders bounced up with a start. She was terribly surprised, but all I did was speak to her? With that, the girl slipped by me, headed towards the room furthest inside, all but dove in to get away and then closed the door. What the...
一目惚れじゃない？純也は年下にモテるから、愛のちゃんにライバル登場だな。
Jin-san looked incredibly amused, but wait, why bring up Aino's Chan name here?
くれぐれも法律に触れることすんなよな。
Would you lay off and help me load this stuff up?
Hey, hey!
Sorry, my hair was loose. I always put my hair back when recording, but sometimes it blows in my eyes. My fears for everything. As always, we'll be taking these books into our care.
うん、次も頼むね。
The room is frankly pristine now, but it would likely be packed with books in less than 6 months. Sooner or later, these books would fall over and she'd find herself in a real dilemma after they swallowed her up, but that wasn't for me to worry about. Alright, please excuse me. I bowed politely and hopped in the car where Jin-san was waiting.
さて、本屋でも行こうかな。
Oh? Sorry, I got something in my eye.
あの、
Oh?
ああ、あずさちゃん。騒がしくてごめんなさいね。
今の人たちは。
水源堂だよ、なんでも屋の。
なんでも屋ですか。
便利な連中だよ。この辺では重宝されてる。八幡宮のあたりに店があるんだ。あずさちゃんも何かあったら頼むといいよ。
八幡宮のあたり。
いいかな。じゃあ私は本屋行くから。
あ、すみません。ありがとうございました。
いいよ。あずさちゃんと話せてよかった。
水源堂。そんなことって。そんなことって。
Was a little ominous. That is some very ominous music. What the... This is my stop. I'm parking in front of the Sumisora station, and only I got out. Jin-san was heading to meet with the vendor at the drop-out location of secondhand books, which is where they would be praised. I wouldn't be much help to him if I did take long, so I had him drop me off along the way.
ガソリン代を節約しようなんてさすが後継ぎ。一発に経営意識が芽生えてるな。
It's not like that. My old man said as much the other day. If you use our vehicles for personal use, it's gonna come out of your salary.
おやっさんがよく言う冗談だよ。知ってんだろ。
I had to get another sip of tea. My throat's a little dry. The truth is, Miss Sora asked me to grab stuff for dinner.
それなら仕方ない。社長命令よりみそらちゃん命令の方が優先度は高い。
Miss Sora was my little sister. She's going to be a third year in high school this spring and would soon have her hands full with entrance exams. Still, she spared no effort when it came to household chores and finding bargains, and she always made sure to text me a shopping list over Choco. I'm sure that's a reference that makes more sense in Japan. I don't know what that would be, but like Twitter, Discord, Facebook? Then again, her entrance exams are coming up and I'd like to lighten her workload.
いやー、みそらちゃん自身がいらない気遣いだって怒るんじゃないか。家事は自分の役目だってさ。
Yeah, you're probably right. We had no mother in our house. She got sick and passed away shortly before Miss Sora enrolled in elementary school. Our father and Takia had raised us ever since. Oh. At some point along the way, Miss Sora had taken over all the housework and was promoted to the manager of Suigendo. Neither I or her old man could defy her. Alright, would you mind taking care of the rest?
あいよ。今日は直帰する。晩も明日戻すから。
Jin-san waved me from the car window and took off. Alright, let's knock out this shopping. Oh? Just now... No, I must be seeing things. Kanagawa Prefecture, Sumisora City. That rhymes! There's common knowledge that this was one of the primary tourist locations that represent the entire Kanto region. Tourists traveled here far and wide year-round to check out the various shrines and temples like the Sumisora Buddha statue, the Sumisora Hachiman Shrine, as well as the Zeniarai Zaiten Shrine. I really hope I pronounced that right. The months were especially packed with students on field trips. Beachgoers littered the coast over the summer, and there was often a huge turnout at Ashikajima, where there was an aquarium famous for its dolphin shows. Oh, cool! This upcoming Golden Week peak travel season for the city. Although the beach wasn't open to the public yet, droves of people came to the Buddha statue, Hachiman statue, and the shrine looking for a good time. There was a sharp decline in visitors last year due to a record-setting infectious outbreak, but everyone was excited to make up for lost time. This certainly has meant an increase in work for Suigendo, the local general store. Oh, we are a general store, okay. Small-time requests such as door hinge... I'm very confused. As door hinges in poor shape or cracked tile on a person's floor came in on a daily basis. Well, my old man took on the majority of those tasks. The clients would pay the shop and then Suigendo would take its cut. Once all was said and done, I would use my money earned to purchase ingredients for today's dinner. You can really feel the economy moving. Look at Miss Sora's list. Yep, bought everything.
Oi! Jun-chan!
At the green grocer across the street, the shopping district chairman waved to me as he walked over. Hello?
ちょうどよかった。
Ooh.
修理の話。あれいつ頃になりそう？
The sunshade, right? The parts should arrive tomorrow. The chairman's shop had a mobile-style sunshades. Sunshades. It's like a mobile-style sunshades. I can totally say that. It's not a tongue twister, totally. Awnings, to use the proper name, which were old and moved poorly. So Suigendo performed annual maintenance. Awnings themselves had been installed decades ago and they utilized oddly shaped bolts. These had poor mobility once they wore out, so we swapped them out periodically, but the manufacturer had long since gone out of business. So there was nowhere to procure them from. My father had asked a favor of a factory when he was familiar with, and had the manufactured bolts on a made-to-order basis. These were the sorts of jobs the general store undertook when they had long-held roots in their local area. Okay, so that explains it. I can handle the installation myself, and we should be able to make it in time for the weekend, even if the company president is away.
助かるよ。ところで、あの子は友達かい？
Who? Huh? I looked over to where the German pointed.
あれ？いなくなっちまった。小さな女の子がジュン君をじっと見つめてたように見えたんだが。
Maybe a friend of Miss Sora's? She does come to the office once in a while.
いや、そんな感じでもなかったけどな。まあいいや。じゃあ、頼んだよ。
Yes, sir. I'll let the company president know. Once the chairman went back in the shop, I turned around one more time. Oh no, how am I gonna, Komachidori? That wasn't so hard. It was the same as ever, and there's no way a girl would be leering at me. Oh well. Let's left Komachidori and walked along the path across in front of Sumisora Hachiman's shrine. You would find yourself at the Suigendo office. Huh. The office only occupied a small corner was essentially my residence. I lived together with my sister, Misora, and father, Washio. My father was the one who founded Suigendo, though the company primarily focused on manual label. It was a valuable business in the local area. My father and Jin-san were the only two full-time employees, while Misora and I helped out part-time. The office remained locked while my father and Jin-san were out on job, which let Misora attend the shop once we got home from school. Huh? Just as I was about to lock the door, I happened to sense someone watching me from behind. I kept my hand on the handle and turned back to look. There was street traffic, but nobody looking at me. Just my imagination? This may have been a lingering, bizarre midnight dream I'd had, right? I'm back. I did the shopping. And I might need to rest my voice soon because my voice is not quite used to this much talking nowadays.
おかえりなさい、純也。
Oh, hello everyone. Chihaya and Hinata, who I had split up with at the university, were sitting at the sofa used for business negotiations and drinking barley tea. Oh, my favorite. I suppose it wasn't out of norm to see my childhood friends act like this place was their home away from home. You're here? I would have come straight back if you joke with me.
お仕事の邪魔しちゃ悪いでしょ。私たちも今来たところだから。
Both Shiny and Hinata had come over often to play until middle school. Visits were scarce once they enrolled in all-girls high school, but it wasn't usual for them to stop by the office to chat every now and then. For that matter, Suigendo considered the Hojo and Issei families valuable clients. After setting aside the shopping tote filled with food on the desk, I took a peek inside and found no trace of my sister. Where's Miss Sora? She usually keeps an eye on the shop.
私たちが来たら愛乃ちゃんと飛び出していきましたよ。
I know. Those girls.
オニピが帰ってくるまで店番よろしくって。
Wow.
愛乃ちゃんは留守番しなくていいのかなって言ってたけどね。
Shouldn't that normally be the other way around? Well, Aino-chan didn't seem like a type who would neglect her duties to watch over the house. Aino-chan was Masora's best friend. She was Masora's classmate who she'd known since middle school, and it seemed like they were quite close. Aino-chan came over to hang out at her place basically every day. Unfortunately, Misora used Aino-chan as an excuse to skip out on watching the shop all the time. I'll have to confront her about it later. Well, it's fine if she's gone, since I'll be here for the rest of the night.
優しいお兄さんね。
Aww. This kind of thing is normal. Normal.
私も妹が欲しかったな。そんな風に普通だよ普通とか言ってみたい。
That again?
千早様、お話の続きを。
あ、そうね。
Hinata got her smoothly derailed conversation back on track. It was a common sight for us when Chan and I were alone. You know, we would get sidetracked and chat about nothing particularly important.
純也、さっきの話の続き、今してもいい？
And on that note, I think we're actually going to pause here. We're at time. My voice is a little bit raw. But I hope you morsels enjoyed, because there'll be many more where this came from. I'll see you next time. Have fun.